Once upon a time, in a peaceful village surrounded by deep forests, there lived a kind couple who wished for a child. They lived next to a walled garden owned by a powerful enchantress named Mother Gothel. One day, the woman saw beautiful, fresh green rampion leaves growing in the garden and felt a strong wish to eat them. Her husband, who loved her dearly, decided to climb over the wall at night and bring some for her. But when he returned the second time, Mother Gothel caught him. With anger in her voice, she said he must pay for his theft. Terrified, he begged for mercy, and the enchantress agreed, but on one condition. When their baby was born, it must be given to her. The poor man had no choice but to accept it. When the child was born, the enchantress took her away. She named the little girl Rapunzel, after the rampion plant. Rapunzel grew into a beautiful child with long, magical golden hair that shone like the morning sun. To keep her hidden from the world, Mother Gothel locked her in a tall tower deep in the forest. The tower had no doors and no stairs, only a single high window. Every day, Mother Gothel would stand below and call out, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair." Rapunzel would drop her long shimmering braid, and Gothel climbed up to the room. Years passed, and Rapunzel grew up lonely but full of dreams. She loved singing, and her sweet voice floated through the forest like a gentle melody. One day, a young prince riding through the woods heard her beautiful song. He was enchanted by the voice and searched for where it came from until he found the mysterious tower. The prince watched from behind the trees as Mother Gothel called, "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair." When she climbed up the golden braid, the prince learned how to reach the top. After Gothel left, he approached the tower and called the same words, "Rapunzel," thinking it was her guardian, let down her hair. When the prince climbed inside her room, she was frightened at first. But the prince gently spoke to her and told her how her voice had won his heart. Slowly, they became friends, and soon they fell deeply in love. For many days, the prince visited her secretly. They talked, laughed, and dreamt of a life outside the tower. The prince promised to take Rapunzel away and marry her. He planned to bring a long silk rope so they could escape together. But one evening, Mother Gothel discovered their secret. Furious and jealous, she cut off Rapunzel's beautiful hair and sent her away into a distant desert. Then she took the chopped braid to the tower and waited for the prince. When he came and called, she threw the braid down. As the prince climbed, Gothel appeared, mocking him cruelly. Shocked and heartbroken, the prince slipped and fell from the tower window, landing in thorn bushes that blinded his eyes. Blind and lost, the prince wandered for years through forests and valleys, searching for his beloved Rapunzel. Meanwhile, Rapunzel lived alone in a desert, caring for two little baby twins she had given birth to. She remained hopeful, believing that someday the prince would find her. One day, as the prince walked through the desert, he heard a familiar voice singing a soft lullaby. His heart recognized it instantly. He followed the sound and found Rapunzel. She ran to him, crying with joy. Her tears of deep love fell onto his eyes, and miraculously his sight returned. Overwhelmed with happiness, he embraced her tightly. The prince took Rapunzel and their babies to his kingdom, where they were welcomed with great celebration. Love, kindness, and hope had helped them overcome every darkness. Rapunzel finally lived the life she had always dreamed of, free, joyful, and surrounded by love. And so, Rapunzel and the prince lived happily ever after.